Good evening, all. Good evening to my beloved state of Maine. Good evening, America, to all of the 50 states in the United States of America. I'm Dana, the Angry Citizen. I'm coming to you live tonight. It's currently 10:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm coming to you now with a message, hopefully, of unity. We, the people, are wildly distracted and divided. And it is very sad because the wealthy elites that seek to overtake us thrive on that. I have preached many times of unity, of us all constitutional Americans working together in unity to restore our great republic, our constitutional republic, which we should be able to do because most of us agree. Most of us are on the same page. I freely submit to scrutiny on that. Prove me wrong. I know it's right. I know I am right. We are in a dark time. If you don't see this, then you're blind. America is in turmoil. America is divided, distracted. We have a president who's a meat puppet. He's not really the president. He was not lawfully elected. Our lawful election processes have been subverted and bastardized and corrupted by powers of evil, the powers of evil that seek to overtake the will of we the people and implement themselves as tyrants. We are facing tyranny, and if you don't see that, America, you are blind. It is happening right in front of us, and we must do something to stop it. We, the people, must do something to stop this fraud, waste, corruption, tyranny that is taking over our nation. Our borders are wildly unsecure. We have illegal immigrants. I'm not even going to say immigrants. Okay, I'm sorry if this is politically incorrect, but they're illegal aliens. I'm not allowed to say aliens because somehow that's a hateful term. That makes me bad. It makes me misogynistic, nefarious, transphobic, trans whatever, that I'm not allowed to say. They are illegal aliens. They're people that don't live in the United States. They're not citizens. They're pouring over our borders. Our allies, our brothers, our countrymen in Texas and Arizona are begging for our support, and we need to be there to help them. We need to secure our borders. This is something that's imperative. We have a level of corruption in our government that is staggering. Our founding fathers, in their worst nightmares, could never have seen the level of fraud, waste, and corruption in our government that we, the people, have allowed to happen. And that's why it's happening, because we, the people, have let it happen. We cannot do this. Many years ago, our ancestors came from many places, and all of those places, wherever it was England or France or Portugal or whatever, pick your poison, they were faced with tyranny. They were living in a dictatorship. They were living in a place where there was a king or a queen or a monarch, and that person was the law. That one person had the supposedly, the authority to dictate the life or death of any person in their kingdom or queendom. They could simply say, I don't like you. I don't like your shirt you're wearing. I don't like the thing you said. And they can impose horrible repercussions of that on you, have you tortured, murdered, imprisoned. And our founding fathers, when they came to America, they were angry and they were tired of that. They were tired of tyranny, and they wanted a new way of life, a new nation where Americans could unite under a constitution, and that constitution would guarantee everyone their rights, and no one could be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process. This seems very, very obvious and important to me and critical to me. And they created a number of documents: the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution for the United States, which stated that all men are created equal and that we are endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And these men gave everything to bring this to us, to bring their sons and daughters and grandchildren and legacy, posterity, these fundamental rights. And we, the people, are falling off on protecting these liberties. We have allowed our government to be wildly out of control. Fraud, waste, corruption, rampantly has swept across our nation. And we, the people, have allowed it to happen. And we, the people, must fix it. It involves participation. You have to get up off your lazy, fat, overfed, privileged American ass and get involved. Number one, first and foremost, find out the truth. This is immensely challenging. If you're watching mainstream media, okay, TV news, if you're watching TV news, you're not getting the truth. You're getting lies, bullshit, propaganda, scripted propaganda. That's what you're getting. And if you believe what they're saying, you are part of the problem. You are a quote unquote useful idiot. It's a hard truth, but it's the truth. Don't believe the mainstream media. I'm not saying everything they say is a lie. I'm saying often they lie. They lie as a convenient tool to persuade we the people to believe their narrative, whatever it may be. Be skeptical, use discernment. As my Christian friends say, use discernment. This is so obvious. Don't believe everything you hear. These are not the droids you're looking for. Question, ask questions, demand answers, demand accountability, demand truth. That is how we win. We, the people, have a right and a duty and an obligation to constantly question our elected servants and ask them questions and demand to know why they are doing the things they're doing and demand accountability for everything they're doing. And when they behave in a criminal way, we, the people, need to hold them accountable by charging them with crimes. We have lawful tools available to us to do that, lawful remedies, okay? Things like impeachment. Impeachment is a wonderful tool. It is when we tell our elected servants, you have committed a crime, you will be charged with that crime, and you will be held accountable for committing that crime. We, the people, will make it happen. We can do this. We don't. What does it take? America, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, it takes participation. You have to get up off the couch and do something. You have to contact our elected servants, call them, email them, write to them, okay? Be respectful. We act lawfully. Let January 6th be a lesson to us all. We do not ever fall into the trap or temptation to act unlawfully. We do not use violence. We do not assault people. We do not harass people. We do not ever threaten people. There's no threat, no death threat. We never, ever, ever, ever threaten people's families. Never. Period. If you do that, you are an agent of evil. We act lawfully. We use lawful processes. We employ lawful means, and they are available to us. Figure it out. Research it. I will help you. Others will help you with this. This information is available out there. You have to look for it. It's not being provided to you on a silver platter, because all the media sources that are providing you with information that are trying to garner your commercial dollar and your attention are lying to you. You have to dig. The truth bears scrutiny. The truth is the sword of God. It's so powerful. You cannot deny that. So look for the truth. Ask the hard questions. Don't tolerate lies. Don't tolerate half answers. Half truths are lies. Omission of truth is a lie. Lies are the tools of the devil. And that is how you know him. You will know them by their fruits. I am not a Christian. I have loudly stated this many times. I don't think I'm going to be a Christian, but I'm working with a lot of Christians. I love my Christian friends. And that is something in their Christian Bible in its many forms, which clearly states, you will know them by their fruits. Boom, the truth. Is the person advising you trustworthy? Have they kept their word? Have they kept their word? Do they show up? Do they return your calls and your texts? Are they true to their promises? A real man of God keeps his promises. False men of God do not. It's that simple, okay? Discernment. Look for the truth. Demand the truth. Never settle for less. If there are 327 million people in America, I don't know what the actual number is, neither do you, but whatever the census says or the numbers say or the experts say or whatever that bull crap is, there are a number of people in America, X, and of those people, I believe 99% of us are constitutional Americans. We want to live in a constitutional republic where our rights are respected and enforced rigidly. And that is what I want. I want my rights to be enforced. I want your rights to be enforced. Because your rights are mine, and mine are yours. If harm can be visited upon me, because I love Donald Trump with every fiber of my being, or I hate Donald Trump and he's a scum-sucking evil sack of dung, either way, if the so-called law enforcement authorities get to come at me and accuse me of crimes I did not commit and unjustly throw me in jail and deprive me of my God-given constitutionally protected rights because I love Donald Trump and think he's the greatest thing ever, or because I hate Donald Trump and think he's evil and a vile piece of dung, either way, doesn't matter. If I commit a crime, I should go to jail. If I've not committed a crime, I should be held innocent. And so should you. And if you can't grasp that, then you're falling prey to the devil's programming. The devil wants us to fight. If I'm straight and you're gay, I'm supposed to hate you and you're supposed to hate me. If you're black and I'm white, I'm supposed to hate you and you're supposed to hate me. I'm a horrible white supremacist, evil oppressor. If you're black, it's because you're a victim and all the horrible white people are opposing you and depriving you of your livelihood and whatever. If I'm male and you're female, then I'm oppressing you and I'm misogynistic. The devil does everything he can to divide us. I recently was on a conversation on Discord, which is an online communication tool, with some friends. And one friend of mine, I like this woman actually quite a bit, but she was talking about, I think the phrase she used was, I'm tired of old white men. She was talking about, people in politics. And traditionally, yes, people in politics have been men, mostly. And traditionally in politics, they have been white, mostly. But she's missing the mark. And I didn't tell her this, but this is critical. She's missing the mark. It doesn't matter what the color of their skin is. It doesn't matter what their gender is. What matters is, do they do the job correctly or not? Do they uphold their office? Do they uphold their oath to protect and defend the Constitution or not? Stop worrying about and thinking about the color of their skin. It doesn't matter. What matters is, do they do their job correctly or not? Are they fulfilling their oath or not? Are they a liar, cheater, scumbag or not? We have to stop fighting among ourselves. One of my greatest frustrations in my whole freedom fighting effort has been the constant, ongoing discord among those of us who seem to be united in our cause to restore our constitutional republic. They always want to fight. You know what? You want to fight? I'll fight you. I've been fighting since I was in second grade. And I hate it. There's hardly words to describe how much I hate the conflict, the violence, the drama, fighting. Why do people always want to fight? It's just stupid. Okay? But they always do. And so I fight and I rarely get satisfaction out of it. We could stop fighting and just unify under the cause of being constitutional Americans, we could win overnight. What does it require? Number one, it requires attention. Number one, the most important thing it requires is all of us, we the people, everyone in America, pay attention to what our elected servants are doing. Let them know. Number two, let them know. Contact them. Call them. Write them. Tell them. We see you. We see what you're doing. We are aware of this piece of legislation that you are attempting to put through. We are aware of your actions regarding this thing. We are aware of the comments you made on this date under this circumstance. Number one. Number two, what do we want to do about it? We disagree with you. We take issue with what you said. We don't like what you said. We disagree with what you said. Or if you do, you say, I agree with you. Thank you for standing up. Okay. I've contacted so many elected servants here in Maine, nationwide. Mostly they ignore me. Some in Maine pay attention to me because now they know I'm serious. Now I've been doing this a while and I've earned a little bit of a reputation, good or bad. I don't care. Okay. Know me. Here I am. I'm not hiding. I'm a living, breathing man, son of God. I am not backing down. I have barely begun to fight. Okay. And I am not shy and I don't care, what you come against me with and tell me you disagree with me. So here in Maine, people know me. And I've talked to a lot of our elected servants, and I've been to a couple of events with a number of elected servants, and I am not shy at all about telling them how I feel. And you shouldn't be either. And maybe you disagree with me. And if you disagree with me, God bless you. Okay, fine, disagree with me. Send them a letter. Tell them the same things I tell them, except in reverse. So I say to them, dear elected so-and-so, my name is Dana. I am the angry citizen. I live in Brewer, Maine. And I applaud your actions and your comments regarding that issue. And I stand with you and I support you. And I thank you for having the courage and tenacity to step up and do the right thing, especially in the favor of unfair vilification, criticisms, and demonization. And I will always stand with you and applaud you. And you have my full, utmost ongoing support. So maybe you will say, I hate you and, I hate Constitution and I want to be a communist. So that was a cheap shot on my part, but I'm pretty much standing by it because you either stand with the Constitution or you would like to be a communist. And if you would like to be a communist at this point, if you think government intervention is good in your life and government oversight and government and what is government? Like, who are these people you're employing to oversee us and dictate to us what we the people are allowed to do and are not allowed to do? And why is it you hate the Constitution and freedom? And if you really, really do, you really hate it, and you don't want to live under communism or under a constitutional republic, and you like communism, move to China. Move to China. They would love you there, and you will willingly do whatever your government tells you to do because you trust them implicitly and you can't think for yourself. Okay, but we the people here in America, we are the constitutional Americans in America. We want to live the way we want to live. And as long as we are not harming you, you have no cause to be coming at us and telling us what we're allowed to do and where we're allowed to go and how we're allowed to think and how we're allowed to act. and we defy you and decry you and oppose you, and will absolutely die on this hill. And I'm deeply, deeply disturbed to see how many Americans are willing to embrace what amounts to communism. And I'm not paranoid, I'm not delusional, and I actually know what communism means, and I actually know what tyranny means. I had someone I thought was a really good friend decry me and oppose me and mock me and ridicule me because I used the word tyranny in a post, and as if I don't know what that means. I'm not allowed to use the word tyranny because I don't know what it means, because he served 2 or 3 tours in Afghanistan or Iraq, whatever it was. And so he's telling me I can't use tyranny. I don't know what tyranny is because I haven't been to a Turkish freaking prison. Well, okay, yeah, you know what? I haven't been to a Turkish prison, but I still know what the word means. I'm not stupid. I have a dictionary and I know what it means. So, thanks, my so-called friend, for berating me for using that word, but I know what it means, and I defy all of it. Whenever someone comes at me and it tells me I have to do this thing or I will be punished, no, hell no, no all day. All right. I am a constitutional American. I have rights. Those rights are endowed to me by my creator. They are inalienable. The Bill of Rights and the Constitution clearly defines this. We, the people, in order to create a more perfect union, do ordain and establish this Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and all laws that are repugnant to it are null and void. The Bill of Rights is the supreme law of the land. All of those rights are mine. You cannot deprive me of them lawfully without due process. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Article 1, freedom of speech and religion. I can practice any religion I want, okay? I think most of you are nuts, honestly. No offense, I'm sorry, but all you pizza god, spaghetti god worshiping Scientology people, and your so-called book tells me, and it's the word of God or Allah or whoever you want to say, and you're telling me I'm stupid because I don't believe in your Messiah, whatever. But none of that matters. You can believe whatever you want. Go ahead. I don't defy you. That's why the First Amendment was written. You can believe whatever you want. Article 2, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This means I can arm myself in whatever manner I wish at my discretion. I don't need your fucking permission. I'm not asking for your approval. And your little idiotic sign on the front of your building that says weapons are not allowed is utterly laughable, foolish, meaningless, and idiotic. Do you really think a nefarious, evil psychopath bent on murdering people is dissuaded by your tiny little sign? What the hell is wrong with you? Okay? And I'm not going to go through them all. I'm going to tell you, America, you need to know these things. You need to know these rights. They're your rights. They were paid for in blood. Think of the suffering. Think of the suffering that our founding fathers endured, and all the people that served in the militias and the armies to defy the tyranny of the so-called King of England. And we, the people, paid a heavy, heavy, heavy price for that. And you are voting them away like they're meaningless. Shame on you. Shame on our nation where homeless veterans sleep in the streets and we send $40 fucking billion to the Ukraine? What the hell? We don't have $40 billion, America. Do you hear me? We literally don't have $40 billion to send. If we have $40 billion, how about we house the veterans who are sleeping in the streets? How about we solve the homeless crisis in Los Angeles, California, and San Francisco, California? What have you done about that, Gavin Newsom? Yeah, I'm calling you out. I call you out. I see you, demons. I see you. Do you see me? Because we, the people, are pissed as hell, and you will pay for your crimes, your lies, your deceit, your shenanigans. Trust me, we, the people, are uniting, and we will be holding your feet to the fire. This government will be held accountable if we hold them accountable. But it takes effort. You have to get involved, okay? I don't mean you necessarily, you listening to me now. A lot of people who listen to me do help. They do. They text me, they call me, they email me, I get Facebook contacts. They're working, okay? I know you're busy, believe me, okay? I'm busy. I have a life. I have 5 kids, one of whom still requires my effort and attention almost daily. I have 2 granddaughters. I have a full-time job. I'm trying to pay my bills. I'm trying to pay my rent. I'm trying to keep insurance on my vehicle so I don't get pulled over by the police. I'm trying to put food on my table. I'm trying to help my allies. I know you are facing challenges, America. I get it. America, I get it. Okay, we all face challenges. But if we unite, we win. It takes a tiny bit of attention, this much attention, a few minutes of your time every day. Call these people. I'm going to be publishing this very soon. I just got a new domain registered. My old one was stolen. I had angrycitizen.org. And I made the foolish mistake of enlisting the aid of the in-motion web hosting scum-sucking sacks of dung that stole my domain, were belligerent, adversarial, and hostile to me, as many people are, and literally stole my domain, so I could not get it back. So angrycitizen.org is owned by someone presumably trying to hold it hostage. To you, whoever you are that registered it, I see you're not using it. And fuck you for trying to hold it hostage. I've registered theangrycitizen.org, which is now my domain. And so you can call that up, theangrycitizen.org, and I will be posting more content there. And I will be posting lawful and constitutional remedies, which we all must pursue. Everyone in America needs to know your rights, the Constitution, our history, how to interact with your elected servants, and how to take this nation back. And believe me when I tell you, America, there's a lot of us on this front line. We are working hard. We need your help. We need you to give us a little bit of time, not a ton, a few minutes a day. Find people with whom you ally. If you like what I'm saying to you, subscribe to my YouTube channel, contact me, reach out, check out Facebook. I am referring you to many allies. If you like them, refer to them, check out their stuff. When we, the people, have an initiative of some sort, and I'm talking about lawful remedies, including petitions, including petitioning our elected servants, which involves you picking up the phone. You have to literally pick up your phone and call them and tell them how you feel. If you agree or disagree, either one, I guarantee you, we agree on way more than that on which we disagree. If we all speak out and make our voices heard, a consensus will quickly form. I'll give you an example. I guarantee you, most of America thinks, or like me, knows, because I've actually done the research, that the 2020 election was stolen. It was stolen. If you've done your research, you know this to be true. Number two, we know this pandemic was a scam-demic. The truth. We know this. We know this because we've done the research and we've listened to the people that have the information. Okay. Dr. Anthony Fauci is a liar, a fraud, a scumbag, a con man, and an agent of the dark overlords. There are a band of wealthy individuals who have maintained control of our nation for many years and continue to do so through nefarious means. And this prospers because we, the people, let it prosper. We have the power to oppose it. We have the power to expose it. We have the power to hold all of them accountable. All we have to do is unite in that purpose and make that happen. We can do that if we make it happen, okay? The 2020 election was stolen. It was stolen. I'm talking massive fraud in every state. Mail-in ballots. Think about this, America. Never in history has the ballot tally been stopped in the middle of the night for any reason. Why would they do that? And think about their response. Think about why they claim that happened. Because it stinks. It stinks. Don't let anyone tell you something is false. Don't ever accept someone's word that a person is lying to you. Find out for yourself, because the truth is the sword of God. The truth bears scrutiny. Ask the questions. Demand the answers. Evidence, accountability, transparency. These are the things that will lead us to the truth. And we all need to get on board this bus, because the only people that benefit from the lies and the deceit are the wealthy overlords that maintain their power. They maintain constant war. They maintain corporate control of our lives. They maintain government intervention in our lives. We have a government that is so wildly out of control, a giant, bloated, disgusting, parasitic entity that feeds off of the hard work of we, the people of the United States, including and especially we, the people of Maine. And we must fight back against that. We must expose them. We must hold them accountable, and we can do it. So get involved. Number one, find like-minded people, ally with them. Quickly, a consensus will emerge, and we, the people, will take back this government. I am dealing with a lot of difficult issues here in Maine. I'm not going to go into detail, but a lot of my allies have been under attack. We're facing very dangerous government overreach here. Our governor, Janet Mills, as far as I'm concerned, is a traitor. I've been determined to see her tried and convicted of the crimes of especially of treason. And I'm as serious as a heart attack. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying. I'm not deluded. I am determined. And I am filled with righteous anger and holy purpose. And I will not be dissuaded, and I will not be deterred, and I will not give up, and I will not back down. And once we get it done in Maine, unless any of you out there will beat us to the punch, okay, we will hold all of these governors who committed perjury by perjuring their holy oaths. We will hold them accountable, and we will see them charged with crimes, and we will see them lawfully convicted and sentenced according to the law of the land of the United States. So I will be following this up very quickly with specific lawful solutions and resources, which I've been amassing for a while. And the only thing we need, the key ingredient, is just simply to unite in enough numbers to force them to pay attention to us and to answer our lawful concerns and complaints, because they have to. They cannot ignore us if enough of us get on board. So there are 330 million Americans, I'm told, whatever the number is. There's a number of us, 300 million, 330, 50, whatever. If half of us get on board as constitutional Americans demanding accountability and transparency from our elected servants at every level, local, county, state, national, it will happen. And we have to hold our media accountable. They will report whatever they can report, and they will get away with it unless they're held accountable. We have to hold their feet to the fire, let them know, you reported this story on this date, you made these claims. We need to know, how were these claims made? On what factual basis were they stated? And make them either account for themselves or admit that they were wrong or lying, or they simply couldn't account for themselves. They didn't know why they made these claims. They were just following orders, And for those of you out there who are just following orders, let me tell you something. You better be ready for an accountability, okay? It falls on every single constitutional American to question your orders and act lawfully. An unlawful order does not give you immunity. You will be held accountable. The truth is the sword of God, and accountability is coming for you. Mark my words. Mark my words. To my friends and allies, I thank you, and believe me when I tell you right now that I know who my friends and allies are. They have proven themselves. They have weathered the storm. They have stood shoulder to shoulder with me in the trenches, okay? And the others have revealed themselves with their lies and their deceit and their evasiveness. And I am very comfortable that I know where I stand. So to all those who have supported me and my core group of supporters, I'm extremely grateful for. Thank you. God bless you. I'm honored to be here with you. To those who stand in the middle, I'm telling you, come to the light. Come to the light. There are no dark masters and overlords here with whips telling us what to do. Okay? We are lawful constitutional Americans. We are free, living, breathing sons and daughters of God. We are here by our own choice, of our own volition, because we have decided this is where we need to be, to stand up for our constitutional republic, to protect our children and our grandchildren, and to take down the evil tyrants that want to subvert our constitutional republic. And to those on the other side, I say, turn on your dark masters, because they would sell you out in a heartbeat. They don't care about you. They are evil, nefarious. They have revealed that to you. They make great promises to you, but their promises are meaningless. They are filled with lies. Lies are the tools of the devil. Come to the light. Come to the light. We will welcome you. Together, collectively, we will restore the constitutional republic. We will hold them accountable. We will see all of them who have committed crimes in prison and look up the penalty for treason. Do you think we're messing around? We're not messing around. We're as serious as a heart attack. Mark my words. So, God bless you all in this dark time. Stay in touch. Stay together. Help each other. Remember, the truth is the sword of God. The truth bears scrutiny. Lawful remedies and solutions are available to us. We, the people, can and will hold them all accountable. Stay the course, America. I am Dana, the Angry Citizen, logging out. God bless us all in this dark time, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care.